What's up, gamers? Welcome to Minimalist Video Gamer. My name is Ben. The other day, I took my daughter to GameStop and told her she could pick something out. Her budget was around $10. As we're looking around the toy section, I overhear a guy rush into the store. "How much is the giant Snorlax?" he asks. $250, replies the GameStop employee. There's a pause. I don't want to go into bankruptcy this week, says the man. He and his friend then began talking about Pokemon plushies and the other inventory in the store. I thought this was interesting and honestly kind of weird. Not the fact that two grown men were interested in Pokemon plushies, the same thing my daughter was browsing the store for, but the fact that an adult would make a statement like that. I don't want to go into bankruptcy this week. This led me to believe there had been other times where he had overspent or had gone into some kind of debt for a non-essential purchase. Now, I'm not a financial consultant. In my younger days, I myself have made frivolous purchases that I couldn't afford, but it got me thinking, with inflation, a looming recession, and ridiculous gas prices, are people still buying shit they can't afford? The short answer, yes. In my 20s, I slowly amassed some credit card debt. This began to escalate as I reached my 30s. I became caught in a cycle of unnecessary purchases. Cameras, camera lenses, video game consoles, controllers, day one games, computers, Blu-rays, and anything else that caught my eye. As my life moved forward, my spending habits did not. I found myself selling my things at a loss just to pay the minimum on a credit card, eventually missing a payment or two and taking side gigs to make a little extra money. I didn't realize it then, but now it's so obvious. I was buying these random things in the hopes that they would bring me happiness. My job sucked at the time. My career wasn't where I thought it would be, and rather than enjoying what was in front of me, I searched for ways to fill a void. Eventually, I was introduced to minimalism, which would later lead me to get my finances in order. This took years, and at times it felt hopeless. But if you're in a similar situation, I want you to know that you can get out. I'm going to give you a few tips that helped me, but I'll also leave some links in the video description that may help you. It's believed that the average American has over $90,000 in debt. This can mean anything from credit cards, car loans, student loans, a mortgage, medical expenses, you name it. So how do we get into these positions? Well, sometimes we have no choice. Job loss, medical emergencies, these types of things are unavoidable. But if you're knowingly buying things you can't afford, maybe it's time to do some self-reflection. Try and look at yourself and your actions from an outsider perspective. Take a moment, sit quietly by yourself, close your eyes, and look at your daily choices, your lifestyle and day-to-day actions. Self-awareness is key to coming to terms with the problems you may be avoiding. Also, make a budget. You want to know what income you have coming in and where it's going. Think about this. If you amassed a large or even a small amount of consumer debt, every time you get paid, you're handing your hard-earned money over to someone else. Making a budget helps you plan for now and your future. Trust me, it's not cute being old and not having a retirement plan. Knowing where your money is going can help you save for your future while getting things straight with your current situation. Sell your shit. Hey, I know this part hurts. You bought that shit. You like that shit. You may even think you love that shit. But you know what you'd love more? Money. Your hard-earned money ready and waiting for you. When I finally started taking my finances seriously and began selling the things I wasn't using or didn't need, I realized I bought a lot of dumb shit. Unopened Blu-rays, sealed video games I had to have the day they came out, next-gen consoles the day they released, collector's items, all useless junk that'll just end up in a landfill somewhere. Quick example, Xbox One. $500 for a gigantic VCR looking console that probably sells for about $50 now. Look, you know what's in your home that you may not really need or even care about, so why hold on to it? Take inventory on your stuff and sell the things that you're not really enjoying. All the excess stuff you're not crazy about or you're not using, turn it into cash, donate or recycle it. Whatever the case, pass those unused things along to someone who will use them. Most importantly, pay off your debts. When I had thousands of dollars in consumer debt, I felt an immense weight on my shoulders. The pressure to constantly pay the minimum payments on credit lines and the stress of making payments on time. The anxiety of knowing you owe thousands and thousands of dollars to a bank. Why do that to yourself? You have to take accountability for your past so that you can have a better future. Make a plan, pay off those balances, and keep your money. Now, I know there's a lot more to getting your financial life in order than a few simple tips, but I hope these can spark that fire in you to make a change. Imagine how much more relaxing it would be playing your favorite video games and knowing you don't owe anyone anything. I'm going to leave some links to resources in the description that go more in depth and can hopefully get you on the path to financial freedom. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. This is Ben with Minimalist Video Gamer. Thank you for watching.